Yeah, morning, gents. Listen, I've just done 5, yeah. It was really difficult, yeah. I'm going to try and do a little bit of shadow boxing, but I'm doing it out in the open, yeah, because it's so beautiful out here this morning. I'll see how we go. It's lovely out here, mate. Morning, Serge. Nice to be out here, mate, I tell you. Beautiful. It's lovely out here, mate. Sorry, gents. Whew. So, mate, it's a bit. I'm going to get the stick. 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm a bit windy because I'm not very well still, yeah. But I'm getting there. Give me a chance, yeah. Let me get a stick. Whew. Yeah, I'm just tired, a bit tired. Get back, I'll come back to it. I'll get back to it. I'm doing this 10s there. Fucking hell. Tight, mate. Once you've been ill, so I have to get back in it. I'll get back though. I'll get back. Just keep going, mate. Don't stop. Just keep going. Sorry, gents. I'm just trying. I'm not ill. I'm still a bit ill, yeah. Woo. Woo. Last one, yeah. Oh dear, make me giddy. Woo. Oh. Still doing the mile though. Oh. Still doing the mile walk, innit, mate? Come on, you know the mile walk? Yeah, know what I mean? Know what I mean? Come on, still do that, yeah. Come on, still do that. Oh. It's not easy, mate, this morning. It's quite hard. I'll get better though. Oh. Oh. Yes, me. Ooh. Sorry, gents. I started to get back into you. Oh. 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 I do it. I'll get in it. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm really feeling it this morning, mate. It's not easy. Sorry, gents. Ooh. Well, yeah, you see, keep it in it. I mean, you see how hard it is, yeah, but I mean, we all train. Well, you're supposed to be training this morning or yesterday and the day before that, but the week before that, because I ain't really done nothing, yeah. But when you stop training, even for that week, yeah, it's really hard to get back into it, yeah. It's so hard to motivate yourself, yeah. This is what it's all about. This is where we become champions. This is where we become better, mate. Better in yourself. Come on, it's about you, mate. It's about you out there. You know, if you get ill, if you don't feel like it, leave it alone for one day and get back into it. I left it alone for a week and a bit, yeah, and it's really, really hard, but I ain't gonna give up. I ain't giving up. I ain't one of them people to give up, yeah. Let's keep going. Let's keep going all the time. It's not easy, you know. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's hard work. It's just, I mean, me throwing punches back there is a bit hard on the old shoulders, you know. But it's like everything, innit? You've got to keep going, yeah. The hill this morning, I felt it a bit sore this morning. The hill, the lungs felt it a bit, you know, because I've been ill, yeah. I mean, I didn't realise that constipation could do so, make you feel so bad, but it did do. It just ruined all my I think it done some of my organs. I'm not quite sure, I don't know, you know what I mean, but I'm not a doctor. But I felt really bad, you know what I mean? I felt really bad. And I want you all to realise, yeah, listen, it's a day by day thing, yeah? It's a day by day thing. You start training, you think, oh, I can't do this, it's too much. But you keep going every day, your wind's gonna get better and you're gonna get better. It doesn't just come in a day or a week or a month. You've got to keep going at it, yeah? You keep going at it, you get better and better and better.
You see some of these fighters, yeah. Some of these fighters been training from a junior, even then a senior, and then they turn pro, and then they're still training. That's what it's all about. They don't give up. Yeah. Obviously they have days off, 2 days off, or whatever. Yeah. But they train. They train. What, I don't know. They train for what? I don't know. What? 500 hours for a fight. 500 hours for a fight. I mean, that's going some, isn't it? Do you know? 500 hours for a fight. That's what they put into it, mate. That's what they put into the running, the bag work, the pad work, the sparring, the skipping, the floor work. They put in about 500,000, 500,000, what's it called it, hours into this. Honestly, maybe I'm going to be over the top. Maybe I'm going to be over the top, but listen, they put so many hours into it when they're training. It couldn't even been that. It could have been that. It could be 500,000 hours, 1,000 hours, or whatever they put into it. They put into it, yeah, to become a professional fighter for a fight. You know. So listen. Well, I know that sounds a bit stupid, but come on. When you get out, when you start training, yeah, right, it's hard. It's really, really hard. But you just got to get motivated. Every day, put a little bit more in, and it's going to come to you, yeah? And one day you wake up and you get out of that gym, or you get on the road and you think, hold up, I can go a little bit further, and that's when you start getting yourself fit, yeah? Please, motivate yourself, don't give up. I had to give up, yeah, I wasn't very well, but now I'm back into it, and I found it really odd, but I won't give up. I ain't going to give up, but I won't give up, yeah? Keep going. I mean, the shadow boxing was hard for me. I didn't do no floor work. I didn't do no press ups. I haven't done nothing, yeah. But it come back to me, yeah. I'm going to go back. I'm going to eat myself a nice breakfast. You know, I woke up this morning, had a cup of tea, a bit of toast, some virgin olive oil. Good thing for you, mate. Virgin olive oil, get it down your face. Virgin olive oil, 2 spoons of that every morning. Very good for you. Very good for the heart, mate. I tell you, honestly. Virgin, not ordinary olive oil, virgin olive oil, fantastic for the heart. It's a good oil, yeah, it's not a bad oil, it's a good oil, very good for the heart. Take that 2 spoons every morning, yeah, get into that, yeah, virgin olive oil, you know, get into it, mate. Listen, I'm gonna talk about me as a person and what happened to my life, you know, and I'm gonna start off with me on the drugs, yeah. What it was, going out all the time, looking after all my mates for such a long time. All of a sudden, I said to myself, "I've had enough of that, mate." So I packed it up. I had a lot of money, and I met me and my Danny started rallying. We was both on coke. I mean, a little bit of coke here and there. You know what I mean? We started rallying. That then you realise the coke has got hold of you a little bit when you start fighting with the wife, yeah. Then I started to go down the gym more so, and my mates Gary Francis gym had a gym in Acton. I started to go down there, and I was still on the coke, not heavy, but heavy-ish, yeah. And I was on testosterone, Deca, all sorts of things, yeah. Jabs in the bum. Yeah, I was taking too much in my bum, too much, just taking too much. Gary couldn't believe it. I mean, I was hitting veins, and the needle was popping out, blood was going everywhere. Honestly, I'm not joking. I was going a bit crazy with it, but I liked it. The voids and the coke isn't a good mixture, but it making me very, very violent. But I was getting massive, yeah. I was getting really, really big, really powerful, doing silly weights, but I loved it. And then I was taking more coke, and you know, it got to a stage that, you know, I loved it. I really loved it, and then I was taking more steroids. And only one day I went home, and my Danny said, "Look, you've got to get out of the house, mate. You know what I mean? I don't want you around me." She went round her mum's. I had to go, I had to leave. So I left the house and I went to Brentford Docks. I went to the docks, and I met a guy called Compton. I got involved with a crack, really bad. I mean, really bad. I mean, I was to hide. It's crazy when you're on them sort of drugs, yeah. When you're a person that looks the part, you know what I mean. And everybody thinks, yeah, he doesn't take anything, and then you're hiding the bottle, yeah. You're hiding your bottle, your little Martell bottle, right? You smash in the bottom, and you put gauze in the head of it, yeah. and you hide that. You hide it so no one can see it. Really, you're ashamed. You're ashamed of you. You know what I mean? Because you're hiding that bottle so no one can see you're taking crack cocaine. But you are. You're taking it. And Compton used to come into my house, what, once, twice a day? Come in with it. But he used to mix it with ash, with the ash, and put it in the bottle. I bet he used to also have another bottle. He used to have a Coca-Cola bottle, a big Coca-Cola bottle, fill it half up with water, and stick a pen, an empty pen. Take the centre out, pen in there, and use that as to suck it in. Yeah. Oh, sorry, to suck it in, to suck your coke in, and lovely, mate. It's a pipe, isn't it? You know what I mean? Loved it. And as I say, Compton used to come twice a day. Cost me a fortune in the end. I mean, I was giving too much money for it. I didn't really realise what it was as the price of it. And then he got me into, as I say, then I had the Martell bottle that I was to hide. And then we at Compton would go out robbing people. We was robbing drug dealers. I was robbing drug dealers to get more money to buy crack. And that's how it was. I mean, I was doing, I would say, £500 a day, every day, sometimes more, sometimes less. But I was buying £50 rocks, £100 rocks, £500 rocks, £500 a gear, mate. It's not a lot of gear to smoke, you know what I mean? And you're smoking it, and then all your thumbs and your fingers are getting burnt with a lighter, and you're looking in a state where you don't sleep for a whole week. You don't sleep for a week, and when you sleep, you only sleep for maybe 2 days. 2 days you don't really eat a lot, but you eat a lot of chocolate, cakes, sweets, those sort of things, yeah? Sweet things, yeah? Very rarely do you eat a meal. And I started to see my body started to go, because all I was doing was smoking crack. And then one day, I got a phone call from a friend of mine saying to me, listen, stop it, mate. Stop it, it's going to kill you, eh? It will kill you, you know what I mean? I went, leave off. He said, like, listen, it's going to kill you, mate. You keep on with this crack, it'll kill you. I went, yeah, whatever. And all of a sudden, I took some crack. Honestly, it knocked me bandy. Whether or not he saw he done it, I don't know. Yeah, but it knocked me bandy. I thought, leave this out, mate. But it's like everything, isn't it? When you're addicted to something, you've got to keep going, yeah? You've got to keep going. And then, as I say, me and Compton would go out more and get more money. And in the end, I had, I had about £4,000. We'd done a bit of work, I had about £4,000 my way. I got on the phone to an agency, a prostitution agency, and called this girl over, and she was really beautiful, you know what I mean? She had an MG sports car, and she come up, and I had a good time with her, and she got on the coke with me, and she said, listen, she fancied me getting another girl round, a couple of girls round. I said, yeah, more the merrier. I'm up for it, you know what I mean? I'm up for it. And anyway, she went away, and I was speaking to this girl on the phone to get this girl from the agency, and this girl was like Brazilian, something like that, yeah? Venezuelan, and she was lovely, man. I thought, yeah, she's nice. Can I have her as well? She said, yeah, of course, no problem. And one day she phoned me up and said, we're going to come and see you. I brought this girls along, and she come up in a lift with her and 2 girls, yeah. She come out of the lift first. I was waiting, and she looked beautiful. And then another one come out, Tamara. She was unbelievable. This Tamara used to run for England, yeah, and till she done the ligaments in her leg, and she was fit. She was beautiful, yeah. But then behind her come another girl, yeah, in a fur coat, and she just widened the fur coat, and she just had this red bra, panties, suspender belts on. I went, Jesus Christ. And this girl was absolutely stunning. She was so beautiful, man. Honestly, she was exceptionally beautiful, out this world, mate. She was like unbelievable. Went back to my place, got on the smoke, on the crack, on the coke. But before all this, I forgot to say, that's right, I knocked it back on the head, the crack. And when they come over, they was on the coke. And Ario, this bird called Ario, she shot out with that Compton, and they come back with more crack. And that's when I really got onto the crack, big time, then, because I got a woman around me, you know what I mean? So you're trying to satisfy her as well. And it was costing me a fortune. But listen, rather than her go on the streets, right, and do things that I didn't want her to do, I was to buy her crack. But really, I was to make her worse buying it, you know what I mean? And anyway, she was in my flat with the other two. The other two went, but as they went, she come back, and I was laying in bed, and she sat on my bed and she said, look, I'll come and see you again by myself, yeah? In fact, do you want that? I went, yeah, come and see me by yourself. So she grabbed my thing and just rubbed up, run off, yeah? So a couple of days later, I got a phone call, and it was Ario, yeah? And she came up, and listen, I fell in love with this woman. She was so beautiful, you wouldn't believe. I mean, she was the most beautiful woman that I've ever known, really. That's, honestly, I'm not joking. Ario Laborio, she had a pop group, she had a pop group called Entice. At that time, she was singing. She was like, someone like me, to be with someone like that, it was like unbelievable, you know what I mean? I couldn't believe it. She was just unbelievable, yeah. Let's put it there, just unbelievable. And then I started to meet her. She lived in the Val flats at the time. I started to go down the Val, going down there and buying more crack. And one day, me and her was out, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just bought a lot of stuff, went down to meet someone to buy some crack, and it's funny. She went by Sainsbury's supermarket, yeah, and it was down this alleyway. She walked down the alleyway, and there was a load of boxes, cardboard boxes, and she picked this big cardboard box up. It was already flattened. She picked it up, walked down the road. I'm not joking. In the middle of the road, this is 3 o'clock in the morning, half 3 in the morning. In the middle of the road, she put this box up, yeah. She opened the lid, got inside it, shut the lid, and then started smoking crack. Is that mad? I'm not joking. She was like smoking crack cocaine, yeah. And I couldn't believe it, man. It knocked my pipe out. She was so nice. Yeah, she was so nice. She was like unbelievably beautiful, and as I say, I fell in love with her, and then we was getting closer and closer and closer, but it was costing more money to make sure that she didn't go on the road with crack. And one day, she just disappeared. I couldn't find her nowhere. I was going mad, and I know that she'd done something. And it's like, it's whatever she done, I didn't like, you know what I mean? She just disappeared. So I was going crazy. So I phoned her sister up, Tamara. Tamara went to me, mate, why don't you just F off, mate, and leave her alone, yeah? I went mad, mate. I smashed her car to pieces. She had a little Triumph Herald convertible, a Vitesse convertible. Smashed that to pieces like a fool. Why I done it, I don't know, but I did. Then as I was walking up the road to get away, Tamara came out of the house. Listen, you've got to remember, Tamara used to run for England. There's me running to get away from Tamara. It was virtually impossible. Even though a ligament, she can't sprint, even though a ligament had gone, yeah, she could still run, believe me, she could run. Unbelievable. She chased me, and she chased me for about, what, 3 or 4 miles, and I was, listen, I was knackered. Don't remember, I was a fighter. I could run, but obviously as you get older, you find it a bit harder, but I could still run, and distances, but I couldn't run fast. I kept running out. Anyway, I got to South Acton, and she'd phoned the police. She stopped me with a guy. Not this guy Spark Out, mate. I'm not this guy Spark Out. He got really leery. I'm not this guy Spark Out. I ain't taking that shit from no one, you know what I mean? I'm not just Spark Out. But she'd phoned the police. The police come to Acton, where I was, and it was snowing. That's what. No, it was what. It was icy, and I fell over, and the police jumped on top of me, loads of them. Yeah, I had a row with the police, but obviously I had to give up. You know, they knew who I was, and I want to get really nicked bad. You know, handcuffed me, took me away, took me to Acton police station. But Ario, she phoned them up and dropped the charges. She said, no, you ain't nicking him, yeah. You ain't nicking him. She dropped the charges, yeah. They wouldn't nick me, but she just, no. He didn't do it, I done it, yeah. And that was it. They dropped the charges, let me go, yeah. And then we just got like more close. And she came up with me one day and she went, look, I've got to go, yeah. I've got to get off this crack. I've got to go. I'm going to America. Whitney Houston has been in touch with me, and and wants me to sing and dance on one of her shows. Yeah, so I'm going over there. So I'll phone you when I get to America. We'll keep in touch, but I'm not touching no more crack. I'm going over there really to get off it as such, yeah, and still work. I went, okay. So she started phoning me up, and it was nice. And all of a sudden the phone calls went for about, 4 weeks. I thought, oh, what's happened to her? And then she phoned me up. She went, oh, something terrible has happened. Meet me at London Airport. I met her at London Airport. I thought, okay, when I see her coming through the foyer of customs there, she looked ill, man. All her hair was in bubbles. She looked ill. She looked as if she'd lost about, 2-3 stone. And she was only tiny anyway. I cried, man. I couldn't believe it. And on the way back to her house, right, and she told me that Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown took Liberty's River, more so that Bobby Brown took White Liberty's River, and mate, I went mad. So I think that Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown took Liberty's River, you know what I mean? And it was just like, just shook me right up, and I didn't know what to do about it. But me and her, like, it sort of pushes apart, really, and so then I needed money, I just needed money to get her off that crack, to put her in a priory. So what did I do? The one I'm doing an IPP for now, car phone warehouse, a big mobile phone warehouse, and that one I got nicked for. I was living in some flats. The place that burnt down in the bush, I was living in the next flats to it, in a block of flats. And as I say, the police. One day, me and Ario went to a hotel. Then we went back to my place, got back on her stuff, and she left. And a knock come at the door about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been on the gear. A knock come at the door. No, sorry, beg your pardon. This is like in the afternoon, 5, 6 o'clock, evening time, 7 o'clock. So I got all confused then, sorry, I apologise, evening, night time, or whatever. And it was these two women, right? And they going to me, we're here about televisions, would you like something to tell you this, tell you that? And I said, no, shut the door, and I've been on crack, shut the door. Got back on the pipe, laid in bed on the pipe. All of a sudden, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, crash, my door. But they couldn't get in my door, because my door had a bit of wood from the door to the door that I was, another door, and they've got to put it in the lip so they couldn't push the door. They couldn't smash it. They were smashed. In the end, they had to smash the door with this thing called a shredder. They shredded my door. I was in bed. I thought, fucking hell, what the fuck's going on? And all of a sudden, police! I thought, come on, I can't naked. I opened the door. They're shredding this door. Come out backwards, walk backwards, come out. I went, bollocks. I ain't walking backwards anyway. So I walked out to them. They handcuffed me, and on the right hand side, these two women that come to the door anyway. I get snicked. I goes in because it's a big story. I don't say that story now. And then I goes to the scrubs. I'm in a cell with a guy. He's got a phone, which 9 times out of 10 they've all got phones. So I said, look, can I use it for a minute? He said, yeah, go on. So I phoned Ario up. She started really crying, and she couldn't believe that I was back in prison. I put the phone down, and then the phone rang. He gave it to me. He said, someone's talked to you. It's Tamara. And she said to me, nice, isn't it? I said, what's that, Tamara? Prison, nice, isn't it? You like it? Yeah? Do you like prison, mate? Well done, mate. You're going to go in for a long time. She grasped me up. She was one of the ones who I couldn't believe it, that Tamara had grasped me up. Mad, isn't it? Anyway, there's a lot more to the story, but obviously I can't say too much. It goes on and on and on. But this is Ray Bang Bang Hill. Please like and subscribe, and thanks so much for listening to the podcast. Have a nice day, yeah? Bye-bye.